Good morning. The title for today's video, or the video that I'm recording right now, I actually wrote this blurb day before yesterday in response to a comment that Aristo made on my video. Which one was it? The tyranny of separation is the root of ignorance, which was from the 16th, and he made this comment on the 16th. Let me get back down to the comment. There it is. Anyway, the title is Aristo said 555 overcoming 666 is still polarization. I disagree. Here's why. We cannot polarize a lie. Lies are fiction. We can only polarize that which exists in nature. Artificial polarizations do not count. As I see it, we must eliminate the lie that we so readily ignore, producing ignorance. Reality can only exist when truth is told. The entire 666 structure is fraudulent, built on lies and deceit. For 555 to overcome 666 is simply restoring the natural order of things that has been distorted by the criminality of beings ignoring the Prime Directive. What is that, you ask? It is the golden rule. Phrased differently, do no harm and do not violate the free will of any other being. Is this not obvious? Is it not polarization, or it is not polarization to eliminate a lie and set people free with the truth? That's how I see it anyway. Now, Aristo's exact words were, thus, and this is after another paragraph where he's talking about numbers, especially the 0. Thus, adherence to 555 as opposed to 666 is still polarization as I see it. That's again Aristo's quote. I read it word for word. Now, before I actually get into this topic a little bit, I want to say a few other things. I went back and made the second video, the video that I put up as soon as I recorded it. Let's see, the ignorance leads to artificial constructs that produce tyranny. I made that actually 16B, although it's not showing up here on the Facebook page. I thought I changed it because the video that I posted with the ambassador and the whole group counts. I want that to count for the 17th, and so this video is actually going to be for the 18th, and I expect, although I haven't talked to him yet, I expect to talk to the ambassador and possibly record a video with him for the 19th, and that will also go up today. This one will go up as soon as it's finished as the video for the 18th, because I thought I fixed it so that there's 2 videos for the 16th, and this will be the one for the 18th. If I said that right, I don't know if I did or not. Anyway, I am absolutely exhausted. I didn't get any sleep at all till wee hours of the morning. After 3 o'clock, I was talking to the ambassador, and he gave me permission to put the other video up because I still didn't know if I was going to have a green light to put that up or not, because the website still wasn't done, and it wasn't done at 6 a.m. yesterday morning when I allowed that video to go public. It still wasn't done, but thank God when I got back from my long day yesterday, it was up. And my long day involved going to South Florida and spending time visiting one of the teachers in the high school that I went to, who saw in the yearbook, or not the yearbook, but the reunion blurb about me. He thought, wow, he sounds interesting. I don't remember him, but I'd like to talk with him. So we spent a good deal of time yesterday, from late morning, 10:30 till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, chatting. And it's interesting that he also came from a fundamentalist background and has also outgrown some of those limiting beliefs. So we had a nice discussion. And then I went to hear my son's band play. And I'm totally drained. I don't know how I made it through the day yesterday because I did not have energy when I mean, he wanted to go for a walk on the beach, the school teacher did, and I just made it to the beach and to the bench right next to the beach. And that's as far as I could go. I just did not have the energy to walk any further. It was a good walk, actually, to get to the beach. So I did make it through the day. I did make it home safely. The ambassador, when I talked with him earlier in the day, yeah, not yesterday, but well, was it? Yeah, I guess it was yesterday. He was concerned about me taking care of myself, and I did make it, so I'm here doing a video again. Anyway, the subject of polarization. After Aristo made that comment, which I didn't comment on at all, I thought, well, that's not right. But I didn't know why it wasn't right. I had to think about it for a while. And what is polarization? What is polarity? Can you polarize something that is in itself not real, not true? Now, some of the thought process that I went through was that some people will say darkness does not have a reality of its own. It's simply the absence of light. That's not true. I have been in caves in the United States where they turned out the artificial lights or the electrical lights that were in the cave to make it illuminated. They turned them off, and I couldn't see the hand in front of my face. Darkness had an existence of its own. It wasn't just the absence of light. There was no light in that darkness until somebody, some being, put light there. Creation added light to the darkness, but the darkness pre-existed, in one manner of speaking, the light. The darkness was the feminine, the womb of creation, the void. Darkness has a self-existing presence in the creation of everything. In fact, everything came out of darkness. So darkness is the foundation, and it does have a natural opposite. The natural opposite is light shining. Now, if you want to say that something isn't natural, you would say it would be the light that's not natural, not the darkness, because the light had to be added to the darkness to illuminate it. So this idea of 555 overcoming 666, according to Aristo's reasoning, and he's a brilliant man, and you all know that I've said that numerous times. And I don't agree with him on everything. I don't agree with myself sometimes. I can go back, if I wanted to go back and listen to some of my earlier videos, I know that I said things that I no longer think are true because I've evolved. I've changed my perspective. But 666 to me is the beast. It is a system of life that was artificially created by lying, by purposefully saying things that were not true. How do you polarize something like that? You cannot. You can only overcome it. So I have always used the word 555 overcoming 666 because that's what I see happening. We overcome the lie by telling the truth, by moving from falsehood and from fraud into an area of real reality that's based on the facts of creation. There is no fact of creation in tyranny. There is no fact of creation that exists by itself in creation that's just based on fraud. And the whole world system, the whole matrix, is a fraudulent system. You can't polarize that. You can only transform it by telling the truth. That's not polarization to me. Now, I'm sure Aristo might address this in my next video, and I hope he does. But in any case, I don't see overcoming 666, overcoming the beast. I don't see that as a polarization. That's a necessary step in the evolution of consciousness that we move out of the lie into truth, and we're able to recreate a paradise on earth. Now, I listened to Michael Tellinger from the Ubuntu movement in South Africa, and he made a comment that the new currency is not going to be money, but it's going to be integrity, and I liked that a lot. But he also said something, I can't remember what I remember him saying, that related to the topic that's before us right now. But in any case, he made a lot of really, really good comments in the part of his speech that I listened to. I did not get to hear the whole thing, and really what he covered were not the solutions that I wanted to hear it for. It was the problem that I already knew about. But I know one of the things he said is you can't win in the courts. Well, if they're a fraudulent court and they don't allow truth and they don't allow law, it is very difficult to win. And they've tried to block out truth and law and affidavits and things like that, but it still exists. And it's not polarization to overcome that. That's the whole point of my message today. And I apologize because I am really, really drained of energy. I didn't get home till just before midnight last night, and my computers had been totally turned off, and I turned them both on and went to the bathroom, and when I came back they were going through diagnostics and maintenance tasks that took like 15-20 minutes before I was able to see anything on my computer. And I was going to record this video at 12:12 and then go to bed. Well, that isn't what happened, because at 12:12 it was still, I hadn't even seen anything on my video. When I finally got my video opened, I mean, I have over 200 emails that I haven't even touched yet in my various inboxes. And so I have a lot of work ahead of me today. But I just wanted to clarify this and perhaps provide a conversation point for Aristo's next video, because I just don't see how you can polarize a lie. I mean, bottom line, lies are lies. They're not truth. They have no basis in reality other than human experience of experiencing what it's like to live in the lie. But it's not part of creation. It's like GMOs and all the things that we're doing with technology now. They're distorting natural creation. And 666 is a distortion. The beast is a distortion. When we reclaim the 666 by coming from the heart, then we will have a different experience of the world that we live in, and the whole world is going to change because we're changing, because the evolution of our awareness is changing. We're not going to being in integrity, as Michael Tellinger says, that becomes the currency. We will not be able to tolerate the lie anymore. The lie will die all by itself, because it never existed in reality. It was a lie implanted in our journey to confuse us, perhaps, which it certainly succeeded if that was the intent, or to make us explore, and ultimately to make us stronger and to know something and really know it, as opposed to the artificial construct that we had created for ourselves, or was created for us, and we were enslaved by it. So I'm not going to even try to go another minute yet to get to 15 minutes. These are my thoughts for this morning, and I'll hope to talk to the ambassador soon, and I hope to catch up on my rest. I do thank you for listening. Yeah, namaste.